Hey YouTube, and welcome to my channel. I'm here to discuss what's in my planner and how I can organize my life to increase my productivity. For approximately a year, I have used my agenda, various inserts and accessories from a company called Cloth and Paper. And currently, as you can see, I'm using a A5 ring smooth caviar black leather agenda. And this agenda, I absolutely love it. It is very durable. The leather is very soft, and in its texture, it's just amazing. It comes with a snap closure that is very sturdy. I've had no issues with it. And let's go right into the planner. Inside my planner, you'll see that my planning style is very minimalistic. Cloth and Paper has done an amazing job at accommodating this style, adding luxury, simplicity, and sophistication to my style of planning. And I love ordering from this company. Just to give you an overview of what's on the left-hand side, here you can see that this is a credit card slot on the left-hand side. You can place journaling cards here, sticky notes. You can just do a number of things with this. I've used this both as a wallet to hold my credit cards. I've also right now, I'm currently using it just to place a bit of inspiration and motivation through the journaling cards that I've received. And I also have a current month journaling card as well in here. Also, you'll see 2 additional pockets listed here that I use for my stickers. Again, you'll see that I have a very minimalistic style of planning, so just basic colors is what I prefer. Pinks, blacks, whites, grays, and just your neutrals is what I really enjoy in my planner. And you can feel free to use these pockets in any way, actually. But just again, I just keep a few things in my planner, just everything that helps me function in my planner. Alrighty, moving right along. So on the right hand side, you'll see that I just recently received this Ollie clip. This is a magnetic closure, and it is just so cute. It really adds a little bit of flavor to my planner. And so I just have that right there on the credit card holder. This credit card holder I placed in front of my planner, and it really serves more as just a decorative piece. I have used it both as a credit card holder in my finance section. I've used this in a number of ways. You can insert task cards, your credit cards, receipts, anything that you would like to hold in your holder. But right now I just have some journaling, clear journaling cards, just for more of a decorative style. Next, that brings us right into the inbox section. In the inbox section here, I use the clear glass inbox for just holding reminders on the sticky notes. Here, I have the inbox sticky notes from Cloth and Paper, and also the round pink sticky notes. And usually I may need to place a reminder, and I will place that right here in the inbox section. I also just received the inbox inserts, and I do plan to use this to just help create a table of contents. I am more into the bullet journaling style of planning, and I really would like a place to have an index, so I do plan to use this for more of a table of contents, if you will, or an index to help me help just make sure that I could lay out my planner organization just in the front of my planner. And takes us right into the planner itself. And I use two style of dividers. I use the glass plastic CEO dividers, and I also use the Dusk top tab dividers for additional dividing, subdividing in my sections. So the first section is my schedule section, and again, this is just a beautiful insert, very minimalistic, just clear. It allows you to place your dashboards underneath, and you can layer them, or you can triple layer them, as in this case I have the as you can see, I have the ink splatter dashboard. I also have the 21 Draftsman's dashboard and the 20 dashboard. And what I've done is I have layered these inserts to create a 2021, and also to just add another layer of decoration to that 2021. And I absolutely love the way that came out. And again, that is the beauty of ordering your dashboards and being able to customize your planner to your styling preference. And that's what I've been able to do and just find what works for me. Okay, moving right along. So here you can see that I have come to my first top tab section, and in my schedule section, what I did is I created subsections to further divide out my schedule section. What I like to do is in the first section, I created my quarterly and yearly inserts in there for future logging. And then I have a monthly subsection, a weekly subsection, a daily subsection, and a routine subsection. And on the front of my Dusk top tab dividers, I've just included some additional sticky notes. Again, just for if I need to jot down something very quickly, I can do it in various places throughout my planner. And on the inside covers, you'll see that I've just added some of the decorative pieces here just for decoration. And in my yearly section, again, I keep the year at a glance dashboard. This allows me to mark my upcoming events or activities on my calendar, just so that I can see what's coming up for the next following months. And going right over into these new inserts that I've received from Cloth and Paper, where I do plan to do more of my future logging. So the events and the tasks that I'm currently planning for that will be outside of the current month of April, I will have those tasks or events migrated to my future logging section, and I plan to do this with the quarterly inserts. And I think that will work out nicely, just to make sure that I can have just an overview of my events and tasks for that current month. And moving right along into our monthly section. My monthly section, again, I do have the sticky notes. You'll see the same pattern throughout the subdividers, just with some additional sticky notes on the front of that divider, and then on the inside you'll see a very decorative card on the inside of that divider. And I just received the 12-month dashboards, monthly dashboards, and I just included this one for April. I only keep 1 month in my planner at a time. And again, these have nice quotes on them just to add more inspiration and motivation to your month. And here you can see on my monthly inserts, I've included my goals for the month, my upcoming activities or events or appointments are included here as well. I also have a running to-do list on my right-hand side that includes my task or any events that I may have coming up that I need to plan for and may require me creating a lot more of subtasks in order to complete those main events. And I will show you how I do that in my project section. Here is a calendar view, and you can see that I am very minimalistic when it comes to just writing in my appointments and events or activities. I choose not to place any decorations here. I just need this more for functionality. So I do like to make sure that I can clearly see what I have planned for the upcoming months. And this is a page marker that I just received from Cloth and Paper. I love the way this looks here. I just added some additional sticky notes here for more functionality again, and I placed those stickers on front and back. And then this takes us right into my weekly view, and I use a Today dashboard, and this helps me quickly identify my weekly section, and this is where I focus more on a day-to-day task list. And again, I'm more of the bullet journaling style of planning, so I like to have my rapid logging, if you will, in my day-to-day sections on my weekly, and I like to identify whether those tasks were completed or migrated or needed to be scheduled. And again, I'll be scheduling more in my future logging section of my quarterly inserts. And excuse me. All right, moving right along. And this is the completion of the weeklies for the April. And I've also included this dashboard, which actually isn't an actual dashboard, but it has the vellum material. And I just included this to conclude my monthly section. It creates more of a like a closure for me, so I just included that. I thought that looked really nice there. Moving right along into my daily section. Again, this is my decoration for this daily section. On the left hand side, I do have a dashboard that says I am the architect of days that haven't happened yet, and I absolutely love this dashboard. It's very simplistic but yet modern, and I've included this because I do feel that this is fitting for my daily section. And these are the undated dailies, and I use this section when I need to structure my day or when I need to have my tasks more scheduled and structured for the day. I will use this, especially for my very busy days. And I absolutely love these inserts. And this takes us right into the routine section. And again, my final decorative piece for my subsection, I have a dashboard here with various clocks here, which I believe really complements my routine section. And I have various routines here, which I would love to go more in detail. I do plan to talk more about my routine section in upcoming videos. So if you're interested in learning more about that, just please comment in my comments below, and I will definitely provide more content on my routine section. But I do have my daily routine for my mornings, my afternoons, and my evenings. I also have my son's school routine as well, my cleaning routine, and I also include my planner routines. And here is just some additional blank inserts. And that brings us right into my list section. In my list section, I have a collection of notebooks, pretty much, where I like to focus on various items that helps with my productivity. And moving right into this section, you'll see that it begins more with my personal planning section. I use the morning mindset planner task card here, and just to prepare my day and help me get into a positive mindset. I also have this beautiful dashboard that really complements well with this beauty insert, and it's the Atelier and insert dashboard, and I love this one. It takes us right into my beauty routine, my skincare routine, and I do plan to create a capsule wardrobe, and this will be a new project that I start for the spring. And so as I continue to work on these inserts, I will provide more content in our videos, and I will upload that. Here, that takes us right into my recommendation section. I love this insert. It allows me to list out any books that I'm interested in reading. And again, one of my goals will be to read for 30 minutes or 30 pages a day, excuse me. And so I do plan to list out various books that I'm interested in here, and kind of keep a to-do list here, or a list of the books that I'm interested in reading. And I do enjoy hobbies, and I will list some of those hobbies here as well. New ones, and maybe ones that I haven't been able to engage in as much or as often. So I do plan to list those there and get started back with some of those hobbies. I do enjoy podcasts. I have some of my favorites, and I do plan to just make sure I list some of those podcasts and various music. And also any shows that I'm interested in watching, I'll list those there as well. Next, that brings us into my intellectual section. I just received this dashboard just recently. I love this. It complements my reading section for my reading log, and by serving to be a paragraph. I just included the stickies here just to add a little bit more of styling and decor to this dashboard. And as you can see in my reading log, I have a couple books that I've just recently started and I'm currently reading in, and I will continue to log my progress here. My wish list follows next, and whatever I'm planning for, especially with my capsule wardrobe or anything I'd like to purchase, I like to track that and just keep a running list of my upcoming purchases or things that I'd like to purchase. Next, that brings us into this dashboard, which talks about changes. I thought this was very fitting for my habit tracker, as I have a goal section, and I do believe that my goals go hand in hand with tracking my habits. From my goals, I try to create them and turn them into healthy habits. And I'm currently working on this list. This list is still in progress, but as I complete this list, I do plan to track my new habits, and at the bottom, I do plan to reflect on my progress, things I need to improve in. So this will be an area that I use quite a bit. Next, this takes me right into my travel section. I love this travel dashboard, and I have it double layered with just this roadmap as well. And I think those complement each other very nicely. And again, this is just another decorative piece that I've included in my planner. And this serves right here to be my world map. And I do plan to just list out the areas or the places that I'd like to travel. I do have some travel aspirations, pictures, and visuals that I've included on my aspirations section just to help me with making my decisions as to some of the places that I'd like to travel. And this now takes me right into my wellness section. And I have this beautiful dashboard called Boss. And this really is just a beautiful dashboard. It's a velvet material. And again, going right into my wellness section, you can see that I do have an activity tracker. And in my activity tracker, it includes my calories that I've consumed for the day, my water intake. I just recently received these. These are amazing. I can't wait to use these. And also the activity that I perform for that entire week and any goals that I may set. And I do like to focus my goals every week, so this is perfect for that. Also, one of my goals is to track my meals. So this is a meal planning insert, and I do plan to log my meals that I'm eating, and this will be personal for me. I do also plan meals for my family since I do a lot of cooking, my husband and I would definitely like to, and we like to try new recipes, so I will definitely use this planning section to plan all of our upcoming meals. And next, that takes us right into my recipe section. I have just a very minimalistic dashboard here just to separate the two. And here you can see that my recipe inserts are what I will use to track the meals that I'm planning for. Excuse me. And moving right along into my journaling section, and this is where I focus on my emotional health and wellness. I do have the what you have the capacity to do insert, and I just really think this complements my journaling section very well. And I love these journaling inserts. I just recently received these at the beginning of the month, and just have had an amazing time planning and just journaling in these inserts. Here you can see that there is a mood tracker. I have just used some basic shapes to help me identify my moods. And this serves as a guide here to help me address my feelings, my behaviors, any situations or thoughts that I may have. And I use this strictly for just guiding. And in the section, you can see that they're divided pretty much in half of this page. And this works perfectly for me because I like to objectively list out the events, my main events that occurred throughout the day. And so at the beginning, you will see that I'll start with my mood, and I usually try to optimistically or just in a positive note, just note down things that I have accomplished throughout the day, or just whatever I feel will really help me identify my productivity for that day, and this is what I use this section for. And moving right along into my spiritual section. And my spiritual health and wellness, I like to study scriptures, and I have this visionary dashboard, which is a velvet gray texture, and it's amazing. I love this dashboard, and it complements my spiritual section very well. As you can see, I use the Cornell notes for this section, and I really enjoy using the Cornell notes. Here you can see I'm using the SOAP format to study my scripture, and also at the very bottom I have a very large section just to add a focus question and seek direction in that area. And then I also keep my dates in the right hand corner. And on the back side, you'll see that I follow up with the application and prayer. And then I also have, again, another large section just to include a prayer for that scripture that I've learned. And here are just some blank inserts. And then that takes us right into my project section. This section is a very highly used section in my planner. I like to focus on event planning, and there are many events and activities that are constantly happening in our lives. So for my family and I like to make sure that I've had time to plan for these events and just add that additional thought, and it also helps me with saving and cutting on that budget of that activity or that event. And I use this beautiful dashboard here that talks about people romanticize their plans but dread the execution. The magic you're looking for is in the work you're avoiding. And I just think that's very fitting for my project section. I use the project management inserts from Cloth and Paper. And here are some blank ones that I keep in the front. And I'll be glad to do more video content on how I do event planning in my project section. So if you're interested, please let me know in the comments below. Here I also have the project analysis, and I also have my project schedule, which will include my task, and I'm able to assign dates or days to those tasks. The next section here are my projects that are currently in progress. And I just have this dashboard here that identifies that, along with another minimalistic dashboard to begin. And then I also have just an additional calendar here that I can reference just for the events. And I like to have that right in this section. And here you can see that I do event planning, activity planning for various projects. It may be for our business. It can be for my upcoming trip. I do have a graduation party to plan for. I plan to start a YouTube channel, and then also my home gym. So there's various projects that I have going, also my career. And so these things are also included in my event planning section. And next, that moves us right along into my finance section, which is, again, a very highly used section. My finances are tracked for both my personal and business, and I use this iconic dashboard, and it's layered with the Simplicity dashboard as well, which is very beautiful. I love this dashboard. And I've also created an inbox section. In my inbox, I just like to have additional notes here for reminders, and I like it separated from my main inbox just as it pertains to my finances. And here are some resources. I do have the finance bundle from Cloth and Paper, and I usually keep all of my account information digitally, but I do like to have some things on paper, so I will include some of those. And here you can see that here is my budget for the month, and I use the Dave Ramsey system, and I have our expenses categorized into 12 subsections, and I will be glad to do an additional video on how I do that. So just let me know in the comments if you're interested in knowing more about how I plan for that. Here is my expense log. I do like to keep a running expense as well of our personal expenses and their due dates, as well as our business. So again, let me know if you're interested in knowing more about that. And there are some additional inserts here that you can also take a look at. If you're interested in savings, they also help you with tracking that information. You can either create a customized savings plan, or you can use the savings plan that's located in the finance bundle. And going right into the goals section, I love my goals section. I believe that you should look at your goals on a daily basis. And in my goals section, I have this beautiful dashboard that talks about perseverance is not a long race. It is many short races, one after the other. Very complimentary when it comes to your goals. Your goals are going to require that you take small steps towards your larger goal. And what I like about having your goals available to you and looking at them on a daily basis, it helps you continue to work towards progress. And I believe that small progress adds up to big results. And so here you can see that for every aspect of my life, I am writing out those short-term goals, and I use these short-term goal mapping inserts. And I've, again, just listed out for various aspects of my life, I have listed out some of those goals. I also can do another video. I do have the long-term goals as well, and I don't have this in this planner, but I do plan to incorporate my long-term planning into my planner at some point. And if you're interested in seeing that, just let me know. And finally, this brings us into my miscellaneous section, which again is just a note-taking section for me. I have a very basic dashboard here that says it is only with gratitude that life becomes rich. I love that, and believe that's just very fitting. And so here I just keep various notes, whether I'm reading a book or in a meeting and I just need to jot down information. This is where I would use this section for. And I have used this dashboard to conclude my planner here, and it allows my book to pretty much have like a protector back in the back side and just close the booklet, if you will. So I love how that concludes my planner here. And finally, you'll see that in the back of the planner there is another large pocket that you can keep additional documents, stickers, whatever you are interested in keeping in the back of your planner. You have additional space. I do have the pen from Cloth and Paper as well. This is the Sarasa Dry pen. It works very well with the inserts. It's a very quick drying pen, and I just keep this pen located in my planner at all times. And that concludes my planning video. If you would love to see more planner videos, organization methods, or lifestyle planning, please like and subscribe. And until next time, thanks for joining me, and be blessed.